Alright guys, so in my last couple videos I talked about me being more consistent, uploading movie reviews, DVDs, stuff like that, and like literally I was uploading the second part of my Leftovers review, episode 2, and the hard drive on my computer died. So, I think that was December 5th, so yesterday, December 30th, I finally got my computer back. So all those weeks I couldn't do anything, and I apologize for that. I will be more consistent going through. I have a really loyal fan base. But yeah, during the month of December, I got a lot of Blu-rays from either Black Friday or for Christmas or just on my own, and I wanted to talk about those. On tomorrow, the 1st of 2015, I will upload my top 10 films of 2014. I don't want to do a top 10 worst list because I feel like that's really disrespectful, but I have a lot of cool films on my top 10, and I want to share those with you. Yeah, I hope everyone had an awesome holiday season, and I'm going to break right into these Blu-rays. First, I have a television show. I really liked the first season, and I didn't watch the second season on the air. I just kind of lost interest. But a lot of people say it's good, so I picked it up, and that's Bates Motel Season 2. The first season was really good, but it wasn't enough to like really grab me. But I'll try Season 2. It's probably in my spare time. I mean, why not? Black Friday, I actually didn't buy very much on Black Friday. I only bought one movie, and that was Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow, whatever it's called. This was probably one of my favorite movies this summer, so if you ever get the chance to watch Edge of Tomorrow, you're going to kick yourself if you didn't see it in theaters. This is a super amazing action movie. It's a lot of fun. It's my favorite thing that Tom Cruise has done for years. Two other movies I picked up at the very beginning of December. I picked up As Above, So Below, which is a kind of generic horror movie. I like horror, so I just kind of buy them. I rewatch horror a lot. So As Above, So Below it's alright. It's nothing special. It's a lot better than the one that came out recently called The Pyramid. That one was freaking terrible. And the other movie I picked up, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I love this movie. It's one of my other favorite movies of the summer. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's epic, and it's emotional, and it's way better than Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And I actually really like Rise of the Planet of the Apes. It's kind of like The Empire Strikes Back to Rise of the Planet of the Apes. It's just really fantastic. I think most people have seen this by now, but if you haven't, do yourself a favor. Going into a lot of the stuff I got during Christmas, every year I just get a lot of Blu-rays, because that's what I do. I watch movies in my downtime. I got The Purge Anarchy. I really liked The Purge Anarchy. I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty actiony. It was cool. A lot better than the first one. I didn't mind the first one, but this is loads better than the first one. So yeah, just pick it up, why not? I picked up a couple indie movies. One of them that came from Sundance was Cold in July. Cold in July is probably one of the best indies I've seen, one of my favorite movies of this year. It's kind of like if John Carpenter made a neo-western. It's done by Jim Mickle, who did like Stakeland and last year's We Are What We Are. So if you have the opportunity to check out Cold in July, I definitely seek this out. It's really, really good, really gripping stuff that is constantly evolving and has a really amazing style. Going on, here's a movie that I love and nobody else seems to love. I saw it with my friend in theaters when it came out in 2003, based off a book by Stephen King. Yeah, I love this movie. Nobody else does. That's Lawrence Kasdan's Dreamcatcher. It's a weird alien movie with Morgan Freeman, and yeah, it's just kind of goofy and dark and weird, and if you like alien conspiracy stuff, it'll be right up your alley. Plus, it looks really cool when cold. Morgan Freeman has cool eyebrows, so. One of my favorite movies for this year was Inherent Vice, so I decided to finish my Paul Thomas Anderson collection, and I picked up Magnolia. If you haven't seen Magnolia, definitely, go see it right now. I think it might be the best Paul Thomas Anderson movie, in my opinion. I love Magnolia, and I love Boogie Nights. Those are two very, very close to me. It's an ensemble. This movie has everybody. You have Tom Cruise, Julianne Moore, Philip Seymour Hoffman. The list goes on and on. John C. Reilly. Just really great stuff. Really, it's just cool. Go in without knowing anything if you haven't seen Magnolia. As a lot of you guys know, like I said, I love horror movies, and I've been picking up a lot of the Scream Factory releases. They do really amazing box art. It just makes you want to go home and just watch the movie right away. And I've been trying to fill out my collection to complete it, I guess, and I was picking up some back back titles. So for Christmas, I asked for Deadly Blessing and Day of the Dead. These are two of the only ones that I did not have, and I was really happy to get them. These are like my guilty pleasures. I watch a lot of these like quirky old 70s and 80s horror movies while I'm at home, and it's just fun stuff. You know, it's kind of pulpy, and yeah, I mean, everyone loves good horror. Another indie that was at Sundance like Cold in July is I Origins. This is a very, very movie. It's a very contemplative movie. It'll make you think a lot. It has a very cool like perspective on atheism and religion and science, and it's very interesting and very different. I know a lot of people that like this. I know a lot of people that don't like this. It's worth a look if you're interested. I'd read the synopsis and I mean look into it. It has a really great performance by Michael Pitt, and I really like Britt Marling, who is in this. She's in The East. She's in a lot of these really great these kind of indie gems. I really liked I Origins. If you guys like I Origins, let me know down below, because I don't know as many people that like it as they don't like it. So I'm trying to find more. Another horror movie. This is Guillermo del Toro's The Orphanage. He produced this from the director. I'm not 100 or J.A. Bayona. I know he directed 2 years ago's The Impossible with Ewan McGregor and Naomi Watts. This ghost movie is absolutely fantastic. It's probably one of my favorite ghost movies around. It's very much like Guillermo del Toro's The Devil's Backbone, and recently The Babadook is a lot like this, so it's just kind of great Spanish fairy tale horror. One of my favorite directors, I also have been trying to fill out his collection, is my David Cronenberg. So I got The History of Violence, Eastern Promises, and The Fly. I did those out of order. History of Violence and Eastern Promises have two incredible performances from Viggo Mortensen. These are both two of my favorite movies. History of Violence being based off of a graphic novel, loosely, and Eastern Promises about the mob and Viggo Mortensen and this search for who the actual family that this baby is. They're dark dramas with some very violent scenes, and they're both like very, very compelling. Viggo Mortensen is great. I love when he works with David Cronenberg. There's one more that I need to get where I think Viggo Mortensen plays Sigmund Freud. I haven't seen that one. And I got The Fly, which, Jeff Goldblum, giant monster movie. This is amazing. I love this kind of science fiction. So a lot of this was just like completing collections. Joel and Ethan Coen, the Coen brothers, I picked up, or I got for Christmas, Fargo and Inside Llewyn Davis. I love Fargo. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And if you follow me on Twitter, I've been tweeting about the TV show a lot because I'm on my third time watching it. It's incredible. Inside Llewyn Davis, really great performance from everybody. It's not my favorite Coen brothers, because I'm more into the kind of dark, violent, gritty, like Blood Simple and No Country. But Inside Llewyn Davis, it is a very good movie from them. It's just not one of my favorites, so it'll make you cold. And Oscar Isaac is great. If you haven't had the opportunity to, it's in theaters now. Go see A Most Violent Year with Oscar Isaac. It's fucking phenomenal. It's very much kind of Godfather-esque. It's really, really great stuff. Again, completing the collection, I picked up, or got, Nicholas Winding Refn's Valhalla Rising. This is the only movie from his that I just really don't like. There's nothing really I like about it. I bought it, or got it, because I wanted to complete the collection. I might revisit it sometime. It's just not... I really like the soundtrack. I just am not a big fan of the movie. It's just kind of too art house for me. I like art house movies, but you can get a little bit too far, which only God forgives. I sway back and forth with. Superheroes. I'm not a big fan of superhero movies, but I did like Guardians of the Galaxy. This is a very charming movie. James Gunn, I love Slither, and I love Super. They're really, really funny, dark movies. And, there's a lot of those elements in Guardians of the Galaxy. This is by far my favorite Marvel movie. It's really funny, and it's really well done. And I like it a lot, I'm not a big fan of Marvel. I'm more of a DC guy, but they did a really good job with that one, making it feel kind of different. Shia LaBeouf's been in the media a lot lately, and if you guys have seen his like weird music video, I just saw that and decided to pick up or ask for 2 movies of his just to kind of remind myself that he's a really fantastic actor. I know a lot of what he's doing is performance art, so he's not crazy or anything. It's all an act. So I picked up Charlie Countryman and The Company You Keep. This is directed by Robert Redford, and it's really great kind of thriller. And Charlie Countryman, it's kind of like a Nicholas Winding Refn love story-esque. It's really good. Shia LaBeouf gives really great performances in both of these movies. He's a great actor. He's a really great actor. He was great in Fury. He's great in both of these movies. I think people just get overshadowed by the fact that he's always doing weird shit. And finally, I got some steelbooks. These actually I picked up. I picked up the Drive steelbook from Best Buy. They had this kind of cool pop art steelbook section. I love Drive, Nicholas Winding Refn again. So I jumped on this because I just have the normal box art and it's kind of shitty. So Drive, it's badass. It's really cool. It's a cool cover. It's Drive. And a movie the sequel is one of my favorite movies of this year. And the first one, I like it. It's not my favorite movie, but The Raid Redemption, I didn't own this. I think someone stole my Blu-ray, so I didn't have it, so I just rebought it with a steelbook version. And I love, like, the kind of Middle Eastern, or not Middle Eastern, but like the kind of Asian, I don't know why I said Middle Eastern, the kind of Asian cinema. This is Indonesian, from Gareth Evans, who's a Welsh director. And finally, is my favorite thing out of all of this. I had this imported from Korea because I love this movie so much. It's the I Saw the Devil special edition. I Saw the Devil is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I have this really cool, it's like a cool slip-out cover with a steelbook done in Korean. So it's very cool, and I'm very happy I got this. It was really hard to get. I feel like the movie actually might be region locked, so I can't actually watch this, but I'll put my American disc in here, and it's good. If you haven't seen I Saw the Devil, it's on Netflix. I feel like a lot of you guys will really love it. So, yeah, guys, this is everything I got for Christmas and kind of the December month. Tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to say either or because, time. But this is, I'm going to be having my top 10 list of 2014. It might be top 10, it might be top 11. There's one movie is just right on the fence either. So look out for that. Follow me on Twitter. The link is down below. I'm always tweeting about movies. They're quick movie reviews, things that I don't want to just get in front of a camera to make. So you can still check up on that. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.